Yo, what up guys, Felix from Giant Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how long does it take to make your first 6 figures. Now, before this video starts, I just want to show you guys my brand new Giant Lifestyle tattoo. You guys always see my left arm fully tatted up, but just the other day, like 2 days ago, I got this Giant Lifestyle tattoo to really rep this channel, rep my brand, rep this movement, because I think everybody should be able to get financial freedom and get a taste out of it. This life is so much better when you have financial options and you're not controlled by a green piece of paper. Yes, there are other important things in this life, but financial freedom is definitely a very important factor to having a great life. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about how long does it take to make your first 6 figures. Now, I've said this before, and the answer to this is kind of subjective because the answer to this is not like a gumball machine. Now, if you drop a gumball or if you drop a quarter into a gumball machine, you know you're going to get 3 gumballs, 4 gumballs, 5 gumballs, and you know every time you drop a quarter in, that's how many gumballs you're going to get. In this video, I'm going to tell you how long I think it could take you to make your first 6 figures, but this answer is not a guarantee, and this answer may or may not be right for you and your journey. I'm going to tell you how long it took me to take to get my first 6 figures, and then I'm actually going to tell you a crazy statistic, which is it's easier to go from 6 figures to 7 figures than it is to go from 0 to 6 figures. So, like I said, there's no guarantee. I actually made my first 6 figures on my 3rd business. So I did 2 businesses before I got my business that actually made me the 6 figures. So, you know, this entrepreneurship journey is crazy because you think you're going north, and then you'll actually find that success is south for you, right? So the first thing I want to say is there's no way to really know. You know, there's people ask me this all the time with the training and mentorship coaching for the medical commodities business, which is a business that I've made well over 7 figures with, and that's the business that I actually made my first 6 figures with. And people ask me all the time when they first take my training, how long does it take to make this much money? And while I do give a breakdown of how much I've seen my past students go in, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 6, month 12, and how much they typically make month by month and over the projection of those months, there's no way to say, hey, if you do this, and this, you'll make this amount, this amount, this amount by this date or that date or this date. There's no way to really say. But what I would say is typically you want to be able to make your first 6 figures within your first 36 months of business. I heard a very good quote or rule of thumb by the entrepreneur on Shark Tank who said if you aren't profitable in your business by month 36, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. So at the very latest, you want to be able to make your first 6 figures or be on the path to make your first 6 figures by either, month 36 or by that 36-month mark. You want to either be on the path or have already made your first 6 figures. So I started my entrepreneurship journey in January, February of 2014, and I started in real estate. Then I had a cleaning business, and then I really struck gold with my medical commodities business. Like I said, that was the first business that allowed me to make 6 figures. I made those 6 figures at the early age of 21, and before I hit 21, the age of 21, and before I hit, let me see, started in January of 2014, all of 2014, all of 2015, and then all of 2016. I probably crossed over that 6-figure mark just probably maybe 30 months in, maybe 32 months in. So I would say typically you want to have made at least 6 figures by month 36. Now, you don't, like I said, you don't have to have made the 6 figures by month 36, but if the month 36 is approaching, you should be on a path. Hey, I figured out the kinks, I figured out what works, I figured out what doesn't work. It's month 36 and we're at 25,000, we're at 50,000. You have some sort of predictable and proven system to be able to actually, maybe by month 40 or month 50, that now you'll be at 6 figures. But by month 36, you want to have figured something out that you can get to 6 figures. So like I said, I started in January of 2014, December 2013, January, February-ish, depending on when I really, started learning about entrepreneurship, and then immediately dropped out of college to really implement what I was learning and start taking action. So it's hard to say exactly when I started, but by the time I was, summertime, August or so of 2016, you know, I was just on the neck of that 6-figure mark. And then, like I said, it was a real grind to go from, it was a real grind and a struggle to go from 0 and nothing to 6 figures. And yes, it was work. Yes, I put in a lot of work to go from 6 figures to 7 figures, but from 6 figures to 7 figures was actually easier because I already had a proven system, right? When you're going from nothing to 6 figures, you are basically figuring it out, right? I went through 2 different businesses. I went through real estate, which I still do now, but the way that I got into the business and if you watch my channel and you've heard my story, you guys know the way that I got into the business that made me my first 6 figures was through real estate, and I had no intention of doing the business of buying and reselling diabetic medical commodities. And if you guys want access to that information about how to do and how you could start your own business, check that first link down in the description. I had no intention of doing this business, but I stumbled upon it and the opportunity was there and I ended up running with it. And, you know, long story short, it's changed my life. But I had to go through 2 different businesses to be able to find what the vehicle or the system to allow to take me to 6 figures, right? And then once I already had a proven system and proven systems inside that business, you know, it felt like to go from 6 figures to 7 figures was, you know, it almost seemed too easy, right? It almost seemed too easy. And now making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars is, you know, it's pretty simple for me. You know, I'm very good at building businesses. I'm very good at building systems. I'm very good at, you know, just doing business in general. I'm not a master. I don't know everything. I'm not a multi-millionaire, but I do very well for myself. So to say how long it should take for you to make your first 6 figures, there's no magic number. I can't really say, but I would say by month 36, if you're not already at 6 figures, you should have a system that, okay, hey, it took me 25 months to go through the kinks and figure this out. And, you know, it could be done quicker depending on what vehicle of business you're going with. But, you know, by month 36, you should either be on the plan, the path to make 6 figures, or have already made 6 figures. Because if you're by month 36 and you're not making any real substantial progress, you're not in business, you're just doing a hobby, right? And, you know, hobbies are cool, but eventually, you know, I don't care how much you love something, you want to see a profit, you want to see you want to see something come from it. Yes, you know, there might be stuff that you don't care about the money, but if you could do what you really love to do and pull a profit from it, that's way better, right? And then once you go from, you know, 6 figures, the jump up from 6 figures to 7 figures, well, you will see that it feels like it feels like a quarter of the work that it felt like to go from 0 to 6 figures. Because from 0 to 6 figures, you're driving, like, you ever get your eyes dilated? You know, when you get your eyes dilated, if not, it's like they put something on your eyes, and when you come out of the doctor's appointment, you're literally blind. That's how it is from going from 6 figures to 7 figures. But from going from 0 to 6 figures is like having your eyes dilated. But to go from 6 figures to 7 figures, it feels like you have, like, what is the best vision 20/20? It feels like you have 30/30 vision, which probably doesn't even exist. So to wrap this video up, there's no real way for me to say how long it will take you. You should have it figured out within 36 months. It could happen faster. It should happen faster if you invest in yourself, invest in coaching, invest in mentorships, invest in guidance. It should happen faster. But, you know, the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey was really, really rough, and I struggled and I failed. And I'm glad it all happened. It was all a part of the process, but it can definitely happen faster. And I wonder if I could rewind time, how long it would take me again with the information I know. Because once you have the information, once you already have something proven, you could just double, triple, quadruple. You could just double down even harder and faster to get that, you know, your first 100K, now 200, now 300, now 400, now 500, now 600K, and you can keep going up and up from there. So like I said, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. There's no real way to know, but it should be within your first 36 months. You should be on a plan. You should be on a pathway, but you could do it faster. It really depends on what formula and what system and what vehicle of business you're using to get there. Like I said, if you guys want information on the business that allowed me to make my first 6 figures by the age of 21, a business I still do today, a business that has led me to invest into all different businesses, real estate, and everything, then check that first link in the description. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.